pirate from the finest crew that ever sailed the 7 dials of the West End. And we are going to take you on a voyage tonight. This is a voyage that began some time ago. Yes, my crew are equally interested to hear the story that they are about to tell you. This is a story that began some time ago when we were on shore leave. The ship was in for repairs, and while we were on shore leave, we don't like to sit idle on the ship. Powder Monkey Jody Ann here, they wanted to fill their time by taking on another job while they wasn't pirating.
A little bit of moonlighting, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Can I have a suggestion of what that job was? Any job at all?
Butcher.
A butcher. Powder Monkey Jody Ann fancied trying their hand at butchering. So while we was berthed for the ship to get repairs, Powder Monkey Jody Ann decided to use their shore leave to get some butchering practice in.
Now the first thing I had to do, where was I, Captain? Where was I, Quartermaster Dan?
Oh, you was in the fine port of Bexhill-on-Sea.
The fine port of Bexhill-on-Sea. Now when we pulled up to Bexhill-on-Sea, I let them lot all doing the repairs on the ship, scraping off the barnacles and doing all that horrible work. And I thought, I'm going to go and get some butchering knowledge, I'm going to get some butchering knowledge. Now Bexhill-on-Sea is a very crowded seaport. You've got to push your way past people to try and find your way to the butcher shop, but you follow your nose. You smell the offal, you smell the meat, you see the blood running in the streets. And before you knew it, there I was, creaky old sign. It was a butcher shop. I opened the door and went inside. Oh, hello, butcher man.
Hello.
Are you Mr. Stronggob the butcher? Are you Mr. Stronggob the butcher?
I am Mr. Strongbob the Butcher.
Switch.
I am not Mr. Strongbob the Butcher. I am his son.
Switch.
I am his wife. I am the man next door who's popped in the Strongbob the Butcher's having a little time off at the moment.
Oh, well, I've come here because I want to learn myself some butchering knowledge, you see. I'm quite good with a cutlass, and I'm quite good with a dagger, but I'm not so good with a cleaver.
Switch.
But I'm not so good with the washing up.
Switch.
I'm not so good with a wooden board, you can whack people with this. So I thought you could teach me how to do, a little bit of stuff with the wooden boards and making like escalopes and buff-line chickens and all that sort of thing to make our food on ship more tasty.
Right, so the thing is, because I work in the shop next door, so if you just go back out and you look, see the shop next door?
The candle maker.
Yes.
Switch.
The procura of scents and aromas.
Switch.
The police shop.
Yeah, I mean the policeman who works next door in the police shop.
Whoa!
I've been having a look at what the butcher's been doing, so I could probably teach you some things.
Yeah, you teach me, because I'm a good, fine, upstanding, moral citizen what follows the law or the times and doesn't do no smuggling or running through or anything like that.
Exactly, I was just about to say it. The only kind of folk I don't teach the butchery to or the policeman's work to is pirates. Because I hate pirates.
Oh, I hate pirates too, Mr.
Yeah, just to be that there.
Different expression of disgust from the not butcher.
I hate pirates.
Different expression of disgust.
Pirates.
Seems to me that you've got a bit of a phobia of pirates there, Mr. Policeman. Have you ever met a real pirate?
Only once.
Oh.
When I was about 5-year-old, I met one pirate. Ever since then, can eat the willies up my back.
Well,
Shivers. Not all sorts of willies.
I was going to say that I know a fellow shipmate what's got an interesting tattoo like that, but we won't go into it, it's alright. So, well, you can teach, if you teach me the butcher, you're the policeman type person, so you don't do no butchering, you do other skills.
Yeah, I'd be hitting things with my big baton.
Right, that's a nice big baton
It's kind of the right shape for a sausage, so, it's kind of the right shape for a good hammering of pirates. Which is what I like to do every Sunday morning.
Alright, so tell me, Mr. Policeman, you don't happen to be looking for anyone at the moment, do you?
Well, I see that a big pirate ship we berthed round the corner of Bexhill-on-Sea in the port. Having a bit of a fix-up, so I've been sniffing around for some pirates while I'll be looking after the butcher shop.
Alright, so when's the butcher get back then, Mr. Policeman?
Not for 3 weeks.
Not for 3 weeks.
Oh, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, so come tomorrow, you'll no longer be doing the butchering and you'll be ready to go out and do the policing again, will it be, Mr. Alright then, it's been very lovely to meet you, sir. I've got to get back to you. It's been lovely to, I'll come back after the butcher's here, and good luck with the policing, mister. And then I ran out of the shop as fast as I could, and I ran back down to the ship because we only had 1 day to get our ship fixed. We had to get our ship fixed so quick before that policeman got back up on his duties. And I ran back to the ship and I told everyone, and our captain called us into a parley. Alright, crewmates, are you ready? Come on then. So,
I'm not ready.
well, get ready. Come on, Master Dan.
I'm ready.
I'm not ready.
Well,
Miss
get
Rose
ready.
isn't ready. None of us are ready, Captain.
You know I need to be ready before we talk about anything. I'm kind of fashionable one. I need to be fashionably late.
Right, so,
Yes.
Powder Monkey Jody Ash, you surely did not quite go as we expected. No, Cap, we've only got 24 hours to get the whole ship fixed up, so I think you better divvy up the jobs for us to do real quick, you know? Oh, sorts of jobs that you do on a ship when you're fixing it. What would they be, Captain? Well, I'm a captain. I don't normally deal with these sorts of things. Do you know what sort of jobs might you need fixing on a ship then? What sort of things might you need to do? The sails. Oh, God, we got to mend the sails, Captain.
It's the sails.
What else we got to do?
The parrot.
What was that, sir?
The dunny.
The dunny. Oh,
The dunny be broken.
oh, the poop stuff. Yeah, the dunny.
What else aboard ship is
Removing random octopuses.
We need to remove the random octopi.
Oh, alright, and anything else?
Remove the
parrot.
barnacles.
Remove the barnacles. Alright, so, Powder Monkey Jody
We'll
Ash,
never get this done in 24 hours, Captain.
I think we need a montage. Are you ready? Go! So we start scraping and stitching and sweeping and everything else. And Powder Monkey Jody Ann was making up for a lousy shore leave by scraping all the barnacles off the side of the boat. And then as I was scraping all the barnacles off the side of the boat like that, and every time I scraped a barnacle off, one of these damned octopuses would attach themselves to the ship. Before we knew it, the octopi were just going on. Everywhere I scraped the barnacles, there were more octopi, until we were runs over with them, and the whole ship was one large amount of octopi. Cap, now we gotta get rid of these then.
Something must be attracting them to the ship, Captain. We didn't have this many octopi before.
Powder Monkey Jody Ann, did you eat anything when you went over there? Did you eat any of the strange Bexhill-upon-Meat pork pies that they're famous for? I did, Captain. I had a pork pie, a sausage roll, and one of them things on a stick. See, Bexhill-on-Sea is known for its pork products, but it's not widely known that octopus like them very much.
Captain, how do you know so much about Bexhill-on-Sea?
Well, it's funny you should say that, War Master. That's where I'm from, and I lived there all my life, so I know it really, really well.
And as we listened, entranced and enraptured, even though Powder Monkey Jody Ann still had an octopus on her back, the captain told us a tale of their youth in Bexhill-on-Sea many a year ago, and the day they first decided they would become pirates.
So, Bexhill-on-Sea wasn't always the glistening metropolis that it is now.
Oh, here we are in Bexhill-on-Sea, shifting the dung. Oh, I wish one day this would become a glistening metropolis, but now it's a stinking hovel.
Which way are you scraping that dung, young man?
Oh, bloody Hastings lot.
There was indeed a great rivalry between Bexhill and Hastings, and it came to a head one day in the great meat wars of 1783. There was Hastings on one side with a pork pie, and there was Bexhill-on-Sea on the other side with Toad in the Hole. And they had a big fight, a massive food fight. And it looks like Hastings won. But then Bexhill-on-Sea looked a sausage at the last minute. Took Hastings
things out of the equation. And as the pork pie slowly fell to the ground, it turned to gold and was mystically buried somewhere in Bexhill-on-Sea. And that's the story of Bexhill-on-Sea.
Was any of that true?
Absolutely.
See.
This mysterious pork pie of Bexhill-on-Sea, might it have some magical properties, might help us get rid of these octopi, Captain?
I think it
Just
might
making a
do.
leap of faith there.
I think it might. So, I think we need to find where this golden pork pie is buried.
Oh, you're the one with local knowledge, Captain.
So, the only surviving relative down the ages to whom the pork pie is one lone chef who lives on a hillside far, far away. One lonely.
Is that his name or a description?
Both.
He's a singular lone cook called Juan Lone Chef.
Exactly.
And so with that we set off, we set off on a trek up the mighty hill. We packed our rations in our backs. We packed up our shit and gave some instruction to a few people, landlubbers on the shore that we paid some money for to carry on with the repairs.
I
And we
hoisted
set
my
off-
rucksack onto my back, but there was an octopus in it!
And we set off on our trail, following our captain up a hill in mighty heats. We weren't used to walking on the lands. We got so tired, and finally we got to the top of the hill, where there was a little chef's house, shaped like a little chef's hat, with a little chef's chimney, with smoke coming out the chimney. And our captain, being the brave one among us, knocked on the door.
And being the captain, I stepped back and let somebody else go forward.
Juan Lone Chef!
Yeah.
We be pirates.
Yeah.
Do you know where the gold of Bexhill is buried?
I might do.
Tell us.
No.
It's no good, Captain.
We're just gonna have to run him through. That's what we're gonna have to do.
Well, I was hoping he'd just come into my house.
Oh, is that
Have a nice chat and then maybe I'll tell you.
How more to Joe the Am, we don't run people through in Bexhill. Alright? They don't do that. It's a
I
bit
don't want to live in Bexhill then, do I? No.
And so, we entered into Juan Lone Chef's house. It was a strange place. Smoke rose from multiple cauldrons over multiple fires. The room was filled with the aroma of beautiful food cooking. And there sat the strangest figure any of us had ever beheld. Their ears were pointed. Their nose was pointed. They were mainly points. There was a very pointy person sat before us.
I say one lone chef type person. This pot of stew what you're making here tastes really good, but it feels like it's missing a simple ingredient.
Like what?
I don't know what you meant to be making.
Well, that is octopus stew.
I don't
Do you-
see no tentacles in it.
Because they chopped it very finely. Now, do you have the taste buds of gold? Can you tell when things?
Kevin! No! What have you done?
And with that, our traumatized octopus ran after one and jumped on his back. There was a terrible melee there was. There was tentacles and chef's hats flying everywhere. Food was going all around the kitchen. Everything was going crazy, and we just stood and watched. And had some nice dip that was on the side that the chef had obviously made. And we watched the chef go slowly down, begging us to help him. He was begging us to help him. Help me!
We'll help you if you tell us where the gold is.
What gold? I don't know.
The pork pie of the Battle of Pork.
I don't know where it is.
Tell us!
Help me with the octopus.
No, tell us first and then we'll praise the octopus from you.
But I just want to cook.
It's got a nasty beak on it.
Alright, I know what, I know we're pirates, but even we've got some standards. Get around.
Oh, right.
Oh, one thanks you from the bottom of my pointy shoes. Kevin. Kevin, we're going to the soup later.
Tell us where the gold be.
Golden pork pie.
Aye.
It is up the third hill on the right.
More hills!
There's a lot of hills in Bexhill-on-Sea. Hence the name.
Hang on, where are you standing when it's the third hill on the right?
I'm usually standing in my house looking at the hill.
Aye.
Yes.
After about an hour's debate about which hill was the third hill on sea, and then we went to the fourth one anyway, so we had to double back, and by that time we was out of rations, so we were all eating our fingernails. We got the pork pie, we did. We got the map, and we went back to our ship to see if we could get rid of all those dreaded octopi. Captain, you're the bravest among us. Mr. Ems, watch out, that cocky puss don't get you. Slice up the pork pie and throw it at him. It's worked, Captain! The octopus is going away! And with that, we realised that our ship was now covered in octopi guts, but everything else had been fixed. The barnacles were fixed, the rigging was fixed, the poop deck dunny was fixed. Everything else had been...
The
sails were fixed and everything, and quick as a flash, because we only had a few minutes till that policeman was back on ship. We could hear his footsteps down there. We jumped on our ship and we sailed away.
Hooray.
Lucky for us, and I never did become a butcher. But I was wondering, Clubmaster Dan.
Aye.
Juan the chef.
Aye.
I'd like to know more about his story, wouldn't
Aye,
you?
so would I. And indeed we did. One day, many weeks later, we returned to Bexhill-on-Sea, and I met with Juan Longchef. And I asked him for a tale of his life, and this is what he told me, but in a very strange, backwards fashion.
Welcome, pirate. I'll tell you the story of how I got so pointy and how I was such a good octopus.
Please tell me.
Well, it was because back in the day, when I was training to be a butcher, we didn't have any other...
You were trained to be a butcher? Bexhill's full of them.
Yes. Yes, apart from when they're on holiday.
Yes.
They take a lot of holidays. So, there wasn't a lot of, like, meat around, so we had to use octopus.
Octopi not meat?
Alright, are you ready to learn how to cook the butchering stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, we have not got much meat, so we got octopus.
Whoa, what? But, senior chef, I came here to learn how to be a butcher. Not a seafood.
It's got their legs, this is the best thing to try and learn on.
Pierre, I do not know about this new apprentice that you are taking on. His name is Juan.
Oh yeah, I know.
You are teaching him the ways about butchering?
I know. Well,
Pierre, you have only just been let back into the Michelin Star Academy after your outrageous buffet that you served up at the banquet last year.
everyone likes sausage rolls.
Oh, Pierre, you let everyone.
Emmanuel, I do not think the accent you are teaching your new apprentice is outrageous enough.
Well, I need to go more strong with it.
You do.
How is this? Is this getting there?
Make it really annoying for any French people who may be in the room.
Really culturally insulting!
Yeah.
I will do my best. I will work on this head chef of all the Michelin stars in the world.
I own the Michelin constellation. I dispense the stars as I see fit.
And we at all restaurants, we praise you, oh great chef.
Saint-Julien, nobody is liking our Michelin stars anymore. I need you to teach more of our chefs a bigger French accent so everyone knows it is us that has done the Michelin star.
I will teach you the most outrageous accent, and when you have learned them, you will become a 5-star Michelin general.
5 stars.
I will give you the stars to wear on your epaulettes.
That is all what the Romans wanted.
Yeah, alright, so I don't think anyone's taking our restaurant seriously. I think we might need to change something. I
I'm a
don't know what
proper
it is.
French person. I cook the French food.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
very delicious.
I think if we call, so this is what I was thinking, if we call our chips fries, maybe more people like them.
And so, this was the complicated lineage of cookery and culinary talent that Juan Lone Chef told to me on that day many weeks ago. And so we have 35 seconds to retell that story in the form of the shortest limerick ever. Let's limericise.
We were docked up at Bexhill-on-Sea to do some repairs.
We'd been to the butcher, we weren't squares.
But our ship was covered in octopi.
And then we couldn't get by.
Because the octopi were making everything go, oh, bewares!
We went to see a chef on a hill.
And he told us the way to make the octopi ill.
Oh.
He pointed us there.
And we said, what, where?
And we ran up and got the gold with some skill.
We returned to the ship and made those octopi dead.
We were very brave, and nothing could get in our heads.
We made octopi stew.
We didn't know what to do. We knew just what to do.
And whenever we next see Bexhill, we'll see red.
Yes.